And this word should make you understand it is selection. Okay, so here we will get committee type of problems, all such questions. Now NCR, what is the formula? First let us learn this formula. Okay, in the meantime, here side by side we will write NPR also, we will compare and study. So NPR, what was the formula? It is n factorial by n minus r factorial. This was my formula. Same thing here, NCR is n factorial by n minus r factorial into r factorial. So this part is nothing but NPR, but one step extra is it is into r factorial. Into r factorial you have to write. Okay, and one more thing here you should understand here. What was NP0? What was NP0? NP0, how did I tell you to remember? Any number power 0. Answer is 1. So NP0, this answer was 1. What was NP1? How did I tell you to remember? Any number to the power 1 is that same number. So answer is n. Same way, exactly same here in combinations, NC0 is also 1. Next, NC1 is also n. Exactly the same as you remembered permutation. And but here what you got? NPN, same number you had n factorial. Whereas when you have NCN, that answer is becoming equal to 1. This we have learnt in binomial theorem. We have learned combination, how to expand and all in binomial theorem. So this will become easy. Combination will become a little easier than permutations. Okay, and also remember, so this is all note, you should please write it. Okay, so now the next one here is NCR is always equal to NCN minus R. We know now for n is equal to 5. Which are the numbers to be remembered? Tell me, in binomial theorem we had remembered. Which are the numbers to be remembered for n is equal to 5? It was 1, 5, 10, 10, 5, 1. Isn't it? 1, 5, 10, 10, 5, 1. So here this was 5C1. This is 5C2, 5C3, 5C4, 5C5. This was 5C0. So what we found? We found here NCR. Now suppose you take 5C2 is also equal to NCN minus R is also equal to 5C. 5 minus 2 is 3. So therefore these two numbers were equal, just because we had a rule here in NCR, in combinations, NCR is always equal to NCN minus R. Okay, and the next one is very important one. You will get a 1 mark question. See, for us in 1 mark, remember there is no choice. So such questions will be asked for 1 mark, and it is easy to score there. Just you have to understand this much. Okay, so just write this point which I put star. If NCR is equal to NCK, if NCR is equal to NCK, then this should happen. Either R and K have to be equal. Either R is equal to K, or R plus K, if I add the two, it has to become equal to N. Now compare this only, which was that example given to you. Compare these two. Is this R and K equal? Is this 2 and 3 equal? No. 2 and 3 is not equal. So R is not equal to K. That means the next one has to happen. Now check, add 2 and 3 there. So here 2 plus 3, how much? 5. That is equal to N. It has to happen. So based on that, you will get 1 mark a question. Okay. So most of the times you may get that. Clear? Okay. So understood there, no? Okay. Then this is for your CPT question. Suppose you have this is or one question I feel there is using this shortcut. So let me give one shortcut which I had for CET. Actually, I'm going to give it to you also. Okay, so here suppose you come across that is the sum of the binomial coefficients. Sum of the binomial coefficients means what? Now for example, n is equal to 5. The binomial coefficient means what? First of all, it is 5C0, 5C1, 5C2, 5C3, 5C4, 5C5. Okay, so now here in general, if I speak, it will be NC0, NC1 till NCN. Okay, what is that sum? That is very easy. One shortcut is there. Okay, so NC0 plus NC1 plus NC2. If you want, you can verify with some numbers. N is 4, N is 3, N is 5, anything. You can verify this result. Okay, plus dot dot dot, last number I will take, last coefficient NCN. This is always equal to 2 to the power n. Always it is equal to 2 to the power n. Okay, yes, if you want you can verify, take n is 3 and sit and verify. Okay, see, it will match this answer. Okay, so now you should tell me what is NC1 plus NC2 plus dot dot NCN. What is this answer? Tell me quickly. What is this answer? NC0 to NCN, answer is 2 to the power n. What is NC1 plus NC2 plus NCN dot dot, what is that equal to? Last number NCN. Yes, answer? Okay, so here the answer is 2 to the power n. We have 2 to the power n, but this NC0 should be brought that side, and I know what is NC0. NC0 answer is equal to 1. Okay, so NC0 answer is equal to 1. Okay, so therefore it is 2 to the power n. Be careful, it is not power minus 1 there. Here it is minus 1. Okay, hope this is understood. Yes, I will clear the screen. I want to write a few more concepts are there. Then we'll start with the 1 mark question. Can I clear the screen? Have you written down? Yes. Okay, next star. Next star. Right, this is important. Okay, so again 1 mark could be asked from this. If there are n points in a plane, if there are n points in a plane, out of which k points are collinear, out of which k points are collinear, out of which k points are collinear. Collinear means what? Collinear means they are lying on the same line. Okay, collinear word means, if you want you can write in brackets, collinear word means they are lying on the same line. Okay, out of which k points are collinear, then a question in this could be asked is number of straight lines that can be formed, number of straight lines that can be formed using these points is NC2. To get a line we require 2 points, no? So NC2 minus KC2. Why? Those already collinear is there, no? That I am going to subtract. KC2 plus 1. Why this plus 1? This plus 1 is we have some points in lying on the same line. So that line is added. We are totally finding out how many straight lines are possible. So to get a line, I want 2 points. So out of NC2, so that is giving me lines. But I don't want which are collinear, I am going to subtract. That is, some you think 5 points are there. 5 points are there collinear. So that lines which are already there, I am going to subtract. So 5C2. Okay, so whenever this collinear word is there, k points are collinear, and if the question number of straight lines is asked, it is NC2 minus KC2 plus 1. Now who is this plus 1 is? Those points. Now suppose we had this 3 points collinear. So this formed one line, no? That line we are adding. Okay, so that line we are adding. Now B question here is, number of triangles. So number of triangles that can be formed. To get a triangle, how many points we require? How many points we require to get a triangle? We require is number of triangles. How many points we require? 3. Okay, so number of triangles. We are getting in 1 mark question, Mubin. We are getting the examples there. Okay, so there I will explain it to you. Yeah. Okay. So number of triangles that can be formed. Using these points, that is n point, using these points is nc3 minus kc3. Okay, so this triangle I require 3, but what is given? There are n points in a plane. N points are there in a plane. To get a triangle, I want 3 points. So NC3 will give me all possible triangles. And from this KC3, out of which K points are collinear, they are lying on the same line. So such triangles I don't want. So what is it now here? Minus K, that is how many points are there collinear? KC3. Here I am not adding plus 1. Why? Why this was plus 1? It was a line. It was a line which are there. Those K points were lying on a line. So that one I want those line. But triangle in one line I am not able to get. So therefore I am not writing plus 1 here. Keep this in mind. Okay. Now coming to C point, C question here. Okay, so this is about the n points and where k points are collinear. If the word is non-collinear means then the collinear condition is not there, k will be 0. Okay, if non-collinear word is there, then k is 0. Let us write that also. If non-collinear means they are not on a straight line. If non-collinear is there, then what is my answer? Non-collinear, then k will become 0. Keep this in mind. Okay, so when that time this condition itself is not there. So suppose now non-collinear points is there and number of straight lines. Suppose they have given me 5 points and they ask how many straight lines possible. None of them are collinear. That means non-collinear. So what is my answer? It is just 5C2. I am not bothered about k. K is 0. I can't do it. And that plus 1 is also not there. That plus 1 is there only if k points are there collinear. Got it? Okay. So if non-collinear word is there, k will become 0. There is no line. There is no collinear points. All the points are not lying on the same line. Okay. So now the next star here. If there are m parallel lines, if there are m parallel lines, if there are m parallel lines intersecting another set of n parallel lines. Okay, there are m parallel lines. Now suppose it is like this. M parallel lines are here like this. These are m parallel lines. Another set of n parallel lines are there like this. You think, okay, these are n parallel lines. Okay, m parallel lines are intersecting with the n parallel lines. Then the question could be asked is how many parallelograms are formed. Okay, then number of parallelograms that can be formed is MC2 into NC2. That means now suppose here I was here, this is a parallelogram, this is a parallelogram, this is a parallelogram, everywhere I can find. Okay, so the parallelogram here, it requires 2 sides. Okay, so here the vertical one will require and the horizontal one. Okay, so the vertical one is nothing but we have named as M. So therefore from there I require to form a line, I require 2 points. No, So from there, from M points, MC2 into, I want from the horizontal lines we have taken as N, okay, or M I think we have taken horizontal and N we have taken vertical, no problem. We want a parallelogram. So that parallelogram, how is it possible? It is MC2 intersecting with the NC2. Okay, so therefore these many parallelograms are possible. Suppose there are 5 parallel lines intersecting with the 4 parallel lines, then how many parallelograms are formed? 5C2 into 4C2. That many parallelograms are able to be formed there. Okay, yes. So is this much over? Has n sides or n vertices. If a polygon has n sides or n vertices, then the number of diagonals is equal to number of diagonals which is formed. I think this you have learnt in your lower classes also. Number of diagonals which is formed is NC2 minus N. This is a formula of diagonal formula. But in order to become easy for us, we can simplify this also. NC2 means what? N into N minus 1 by 2. And when you take LCM, so you will reach this answer N into N minus 3 by 2. So whenever this diagonal question is there, you can just remember N into N minus 3 by 2. If you can't remember that, the diagonal formula which we know is NC2 minus the number of sides minus N. This is the diagonal formula. You can put N value, N is equal to 4 and you can find out you are getting the same answer. Okay. So least one here you can say diagonal is square, no? So take it 4 and then you are going to get the same answer. Okay. So if a polygon has n sides or n vertices, n sides or n vertices, then the number of diagonals, what is the formula? It is NC2 minus N. Okay. And the last star here is relation between NCR and NPR. NCR and NPR. Okay. So what we know? We know NPR. What is the NPR formula? N factorial by N minus R factorial. Okay. What is NCR formula? We know N factorial by N minus R factorial into R factorial. So this part I can write as NPR. So NCR can also be written as NPR. What is extra? By R factorial. So this is one thing you can understand, we can remember. Or NPR, or here you may be asked one question, find R. NPR given, NCR given, find R. That time, look, this formula will come into your aid. That is R factorial is equal to NPR by NCR. Very, very important. Put this in box. NPR by NCR. Now you may get confused. Which to write on top? NPR or number 1 mark questions. First question. In how many ways a committee of 5 can be chosen. Chosen means selecting, okay? Selection. Can be chosen from 10 students. From 10 students. Yes. What is your answer? So my answer here is, out of 10, I want to choose 5. So it is 10C5. Now, next step is, yes, it is 252. How to write this answer? I have to look this top number and look that R number. So I have to reduce that 10 that many times. Okay. So here it is 10 into 9, 8, 7, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this was, if it was P there, permutation only this much. But now combination, one step extra. What I have to do? Divided by 5, you have to reduce until you reach 1. So 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. Okay, so I can cancel here. 3 twos are 6 goes. 5 ones are 5 twos are 4 ones are 4 twos are. So 2 into 9 into 2 into 7 will give me 252. This is my first answer. Hope this is clear. Move on to the second question. Find n if NC10 is equal to NC15. Without solving, you can tell me this answer. Very easy. So the condition if NCR is equal to NCK, then either R is equal to K or R plus K is equal to N. So here this number and this number is not equal. So which is the next one? I have to satisfy this one. So if they ask me N, I have to add this R and K. So N is nothing but 10 plus 15. So N is equal to 25. N is equal to 25. Yes? So take down third question. Find x if 9cx plus 9c7 is equal to 10c7. Okay. Now for this, I don't know whether you have learnt in binomial theorem chapter. Just tell me if you have learnt this. NCR plus NCR minus 1. Do you know what is that equal to? NCR plus NC, 1 less than that. R minus 1 is nothing but N plus 1 CR. This is the formula in binomial theorem. Okay, that is NCR plus 1 less than that R minus 1. So that 1 less which you have taken. Now remember, you are going to add for 1 N there. So N plus 1 CR. Now compare the question with this formula. Compare the question. What should be your x? What should be your x? No, not 8. Compare it properly. It should be 6. Good. Okay, it should be 6 here. Look here now. Whatever that R was, same R should be present here. Now, if you have that R as 7, so this number should be 1 less than that, no? Then only you're going to, this formula is satisfied. Okay, so here when comparing to this, x is equal to 6 because 9c7 plus 9c6 is equal to, this is of the form NCR minus 1 is N plus 1, N plus 1 is 9 plus 1 is 10, CR is 7. So this matches with this one. Okay, hope you have understood. Here x is equal to 6. Is that clear? Yes. Okay. Coming to fourth question. How many triangles can be formed? How many triangles can be formed? How many triangles can be formed from 8 non-collinear points? 8 non-collinear points. What is the meaning of non-collinear? Non-collinear means no point is lying on the same line. Okay, no point is lying on the same line. That is non-collinear. Okay, so now I have no problem at all. There are 8 points and they have asked me how many triangles is formed. To form a triangle, how many points I require is 3. So what is my answer? There is no K here. If K is there, K word is what? Collinear. That means they have given out of that these many are collinear. They are lying on the same line. Right? Okay, and the minimum points to be collinear is 3. 3. Okay, so yes, I could explain like this. Suppose I have 2 points. Those 2 points could be like this or like this or like this or like this. It can be any direction. I can't say they are collinear. If minimum 3 are there, see now suppose this 3 I take, then I can call them collinear. Are you getting my point? If that k has to exist, k should be 3 or more. Otherwise, I can't call them collinear. If the k is 2, 2 can be anywhere. I can't join and say they are collinear. No. Okay, hope this idea of collinear that Mubin was asking me. Okay, so here this is the concept. K has to be 3 or more. Then only we can consider as a collinear line. Okay, so here now, how many triangles is possible? Yes, already answer is given. It is 56, correct. So since it is non-collinear point, non-collinear means no collinear, k condition is not there at all. So kc3 to minus, I don't have it. So what is my answer? From 8, I want 3. So 8c3, and what is 8c3? Answer is 8 into 7 into 6. I have to reduce 8 3 times, divided by 3 into 2 into 1. So 3 to the 6 gone, cancel here. So 8 into 7 is 56 triangles is possible. 56 triangles. Hope this is clear. Fifth one. So 1 mark question number 5th one. How many straight lines can be formed? This is a slightly trickier question, most of the times asked in 1 mark in the exam. Okay. Fifth one, how many straight lines? I said this is an important, mark important, okay? It's an important question. How many straight lines? How many straight lines can be formed? Can be formed from 10 points. From 10 points. If no 3 of them are collinear. Understand the question, how beautiful it is framed. No 3 of them are collinear. So what comes to your mind? What is the meaning of no 3 of them are collinear? What is the meaning? So you have to find straight lines. Condition is no 3 of them are collinear. So I should understand the meaning of that underlined words. No 3 of them are collinear. Say I told you to consider a collinear line, points lying on the same line. To get that k from the formula, minimum points is 3 required. So what you understand by this sentence here? No 3 of them are collinear. What is the meaning of that? No 3 of them are collinear means it is nothing but non-collinear. That means all are non-collinear points. Is this clear to you? Non-collinear means k is not there. There is no such line at all. K is equal to 0. First of all, before coming to the answer, have you understood this point? I want you to understand here. Is this clear to you? There is no plus 1, Tanishq. They have told us no 3 of them are collinear. In order to get a collinear condition, I want 3 points minimum. With the 2 points, I cannot say, with the 2 points, I cannot say the line is collinear. Just with 2 points. See, if I have 2 points, it can be like this, or it can be like this, or it can be like this, or it can be like that. The minimum points for me to check the collinear condition is I should have 3 points. Okay. So here they have told us no 3 of them are collinear. That means it is non-collinear question. Non-collinear. If it is non-collinear, then it is only NC2. So what is n here? N is 10. So therefore my answer for this is just 10C2. There is no minus KC2. There is no plus 1. When is that plus 1? Only if there is a K collinear lines, collinear points. But that is not there. So I am not adding that line. Then only this one line could be added to the formula. If there is no point of the collinear itself, then that collinear condition, that 1 plus 1 is also not able to get there. subtracted. So it is only 10C2. And what is 10C2 answer? It is 10 into 9. So 10 into 9 by 2. So we are getting here 45 straight lines are possible. 45 straight lines. So this is 1 mark question. Write quickly. I'm going to clear the screen. So coming to second Roman number, 2 mark question. In this first one, if NC8 is equal to NC12, find, if the question was find N, that it was 1 mark question. Now it is 2 mark, no? See what is asked to find. Find NC5. Okay, so I have to find NC5 now. What I have to do now first find from this concept, find N, and that N you substitute here. Okay, so what is our answer now here? First, let us find N. When NCR is equal to NCK, either K is equal to R and K are equal, or R plus K is equal to N. So what is N equal to? N is 8 plus 12. How much is this? N is equal to 20. Now this N you transfer here. So therefore 20C5. What is this answer now? Yes, give me the answer. So it is 20 into 19 into 18 into 17 into 16. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Divided by 5 into 4 into 3 into 2. So 5 4s are 20 gone, cancelled here. 3 2s are 6, 3s are 18. So multiply 19 into 3 into 17 into 16. Check whether you are getting 15504 as the answer. Yes, 15550 is equal to 30240. NCR is equal to 252. Find R. NPR given, NCR given. Remember, I have told you one logic where NPR and NCR is given, you can find, and R will be asked for a 2 mark. So how to do that? What is the relation? Let us write that first. What is the relation between NPR and NCR? So R factorial, what was that equal to? Remember, see the question, read the question carefully. They did not ask us R factorial. This is the mistake where students do. They asked us find R, not R factorial. But in the relation, this is the common mistake where students do. So R factorial is NPR by NCR. So this, when you substitute here, you got 30240 divided by 252. This is R factorial answer. 120 is R factorial answer. They did not ask me R factorial, they asked me R. Yes. So therefore, R factorial is 120. Therefore, R is equal to, I know 5 factorial is 120. Okay, so this is nothing but 5 factorial you can write. Therefore, R is equal to a 5. R is equal to 5. Okay, followed?